Welcome to Portland, Oregon, America's most liberal city. I'm Tim Jones. In addition to being the host of the popular YouTube channel View from the Bleachers, I am also proud to be a spokesperson for the Portland Visitors Bureau. Now, if you're from elsewhere and you were planning to spend a few days in the Rose City, as we call it, I would like to offer you a few friendly suggestions to make sure that your stay here is as pleasant as possible. And I'll tell you all about why Portland is a wonderful, albeit slightly quirky city, after this word from our sponsor, View from the Bleachers. Welcome back. I'm Tim Jones, and as always, I'm accompanied by my trusty companion, Grumpy Bear. Hey, how's it going, little buddy? Looking good. I like those flip-flops. Stylin'. Say, if you're thinking of visiting Portland, well, then before we get started, we might as well get this one right out of the way. In Portland, we're, slightly left of center in our politics. And by slightly left of center, I mean the way FDR was slightly left of Attila the Hun. If you're a lifelong Republican or you accidentally voted for Donald Trump in the past, no need to apologize. But you might want to rethink your travel plans. We hear that Tulsa, Oklahoma is a place you might enjoy with its expansive plains and its fields of oil rigs. But if you're someone who thinks that Hillary should have been our 45th president, or better still, Bernie, or even better, Spider-Man, then you'll feel right at home here. Our city's motto is Keep Portland Weird. In case you thought that referred to Austin, Texas, yeah, that was Austin's motto too. You're right. We don't mind sharing. Yes, if you hate people who wear those annoying red MAGA hats, we think you're going to love it here. With its stunning views of Mount Hood, which you can see almost 25 days a year. What's not to love about this place? As we all say, come for our scenery, stay for our legal marijuana. One of our more iconic residents is this guy, the Unipiper. He can be seen pedaling around town on his unicycle, donning his Darth Vader helmet while playing the Star Wars theme on his bagpipes as they shoot out flames. Now, yeah, in most cities, seeing a guy like this might be a little bit unnerving, but here in Portland, we just wave and say, "Hi, Kevin." Oh, and no need to pack your suit when you're packing your suitcase. We're very friendly and informal here. Nobody wears a suit or a tie or anything made of leather. We love our cows too much to do that. Isn't that right, little buddy? Now, around here, we're extremely laid back about most things. That's because, at any given time, roughly half of us are seriously stoned. We don't mind it if you're a couple hours late arriving to work, just so long as you remember to buy a latte for a coworker when you stop at Stumptown Coffee on your way in. Which reminds me, by the way, Grumpy, it was your turn to get the latte on your way in this morning. What happened? Well, don't worry about it, but next time it's your turn, okay? Great. And we do things slightly differently from other cities. For example, the locals aren't fond of driving their own cars here. Oh, bad for the environment. We rely heavily on public transportation in the form of electric trams. But watch out for all our bicyclists. They're everywhere. Police officers are easy to spot. They're the ones on the skateboards with the sirens. Remember that time when the police officer pulled you over for doing a rolling stop on Canyon Road? Wow. But as usual, you were able to talk your way out of the ticket. Crazy times, eh, buddy? Fist bump. It's true, we bicycle everywhere. Well, because it's good exercise and good for the environment. Just ask this dude in the American flag pants. Well, he's actually the front runner for mayor in the next election. When you come to an intersection, just a reminder that in our town, pedestrians always have the right of way. If they decide to walk against the light or maybe suddenly start an impromptu game of slip and slide in the crosswalk, drivers know not to honk their horns in protest. It's just not done here. So relax. What's your hurry anyway? You're in Portland. Here, arriving at your destination on time is considered a little bit rude. Yeah. One thing we do take seriously, however, is saving the planet. We don't care if you choose to poison your body gulping down sugary soft drinks. But we better not spot you drinking that Pepsi with a straw. No siree. And don't make the mistake that some out-of-towners do, and that's carrying their groceries out of the store in plastic bags. Heavens no! Oh, just looking at that shocks me. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Now, if they catch you doing this, the skateboard cops will confiscate your Nirvana records on a first offense. Please remember always to request a paper bag. Better still, save a tree and make your own recyclable shopping bag using your own hair clippings woven together into a basket. Now that, my friend, that is a true Portlandian, and she makes the finest human hair grocery bags and purses. Also, we just won't abide by littering. Remember to put your recycling in the correctly labeled bin. It's easy to remember, as our bins are all color-coded for your convenience. Very helpful, don't you think? Hey, buddy, tell them how it works. Huh, buddy? Oh, right, I forgot. My little buddy here is hungover from an all-night rave party he was at. No worries, Grumps. Just you keep chilling, little man. You may notice that there are many young people in our city. And that's because Portland is widely regarded as the #1 city in America for people under 30 to move to retire. For the remaining workforce, very few would hold white-collar jobs since, well, wearing ties is against our religion. Unless you mean tie-dyes, in which case you'll fit right in. The most common careers for our under 30 population, and over 30 for that matter, are bartender, barista, guitarist, tattoo artist, and unemployed circus clown. You know, folks here just don't rise and shine much before noon, unless they have a yoga class that starts at the ungodly early hour of 11 a.m. It just hurts to even think about getting up that early. If you plan to visit for several days and you don't already have a tattoo, we strongly recommend you get yourself inked while you're here so you don't feel out of place. Now, while most Portlanders' bodies are heavily covered with tats, don't feel pressured to go that far. A tasteful arm's-length design of flowers or birds or maybe a minor space alien from the movie Men in Black will suffice. You know, like this guy. Yeah, very tasteful and subtle. Hey, Grumps, show everybody your Yogi Bear tattoo, all right? No? He's a little shy about showing his tattoo, and I don't blame him, you know. It's actually kind of a tramp stamp, to be honest. Did we mention that we don't eat a lot of red meat? We sort of put red meat in the same category as, well, voting Republican. We understand that some misguided souls will do it. We just find it too upsetting to talk about. Most locals abide by a strict diet of organic vegetables and artisan grain-fed free-range chickens, unless they're a vegan, or perhaps a fruitarian, in which case they only eat fruit that decided to fall from the tree of its own volition. Well, to yank it from its branch would just be cruel. In our city, we still love grunge music, dreadlocks, especially if you're white, pink beards, old-fashioned vinyl records, and unusual body piercings. You know, we're slightly subversive, but in kind of a harmless sort of way, kind of like the Minions. So if you're looking for a more laid-back vibe and you don't mind a few rain clouds from September through June, check out the City of Roses. But be careful, you might not want to leave. You just may decide to retire here and get a part-time job as a barista at Pal's bookstore, so long as it doesn't conflict with your 3 p.m. weaving class. But if you're just visiting, make sure to set aside some time to just relax and take in the hipster vibe. But whatever you do, please don't get carried away on your visit and get a Yoda tattoo. That would just look embarrassing. And good luck explaining it to the grandkids, you know what I mean? Am I right, little buddy? Yeah. Anyways, on behalf of Grumpy, this is Tim Jones saying, we hope you'll come visit Portland. And when you do, look us up. Or in Grumpy's case, you might need to look down. He's very short. The preceding message has been brought to you by View from the Bleachers. Please visit viewfromthebleachers.net to learn more about me, Tim Jones, and check out one of my more than 500 humor articles. Thanks very much.